Welcome! It's Doki Literature Club, and we're going nuts! I'm ticked at this game. I am so ticked right now. And you, just let me explain why. You know what? You'll notice that we're not even at the same place. So let me find the same place. I think it's this one. Okay, great, we're back. Okay. I'm not going crazy. I'm not losing my mind like every single girl in this freaking stupid visual novel that won't let me stop thinking about it. No. I've gotten plenty of sleep last night. I'm not losing it. But it doesn't matter, because today we're playing Doki Literature Club. Doki. Okay. Inner peace. I have my anime hair today, as you can tell. Its messiness clearly reflects my frustration with this game. Also, my frustration with my freaking recorder, which decided not to record the entire last episode. Well, it did record it, but just on a freeze frame. And I'm like, you know, as much as I like freeze framing my content, I didn't really want the entire episode to be a freeze frame, so we're gonna do it again. I do know what's coming, and it isn't pretty. Well, at least what's coming for this episode. And I'm not gonna tell you. You're just gonna have to figure it out for yourself. But let me tell you, it's gonna get weird. So, what happened in the last episode? We went to Sayori's house because Sayori had to leave club early and Sayori hasn't been talking to us for days. We found out Sayori has clinical depression. It's really rough. I have it, technically. I used to have it much worse. Now it's somewhat non-existent. Thank heavens. And I'm really worried about Sayori. And I'm also... This may sound kind of weird, but Sayori was always my second choice in terms of date material. And I almost kind of want to give her some dates just to... I don't know how many dates we have in the game left. We might not have any because the festival sounds like it might be the end. But I almost want to like try to date her just so that she doesn't feel terrible about herself. But we'll get more to that later. For now, we have a date with Natsuki. Gotta tidy up. Gotta get our beautiful anime hair in place. So we're fabulous. And let's do this thing. Okay, I shouldn't be worrying too much and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. That's right, we're hanging out with Sayori tomorrow. We promised her. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Stop! And she's got a cute outfit too! She has like a little kitty on her shirt. Oh! Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already! Oh, here we go. I've already done an episode, remember, so I already ripped my vocal cords out trying to do freaking Natsuki's voice. It's gonna be a long afternoon! I should just... You know what, Natsuki? It's over. We're done. I can't do you anymore. I can't do your voice anymore, is what I mean to say. I just can't go on dates with you anymore because that means I have to do your voice lines more. I'd rather do Sayori's voice lines because Sayori is really easy to do. At least once I actually remember how to do Sayori, because I was kind of sounding like Stitch there, and from Lilo and Stitch, and that's just not what we wanted, is it? I'm not crazy. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff, and Natsuki's carrying a large bag that was probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job! You bought everything I asked you to, right? Hold on. I gotta get some water. And we're ready. If any of you are wondering why I keep having to drink water while doing Natsuki's voice, it's because the way I actually make her voice is by, like, sort of vibrating the phlegm in my throat. Yeah, it's gross. But, you know, we all have to make sacrifices for views. Alright, let's do this thing. Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I could count on
want you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Mink?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy!
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being so small that much?
It's not that I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. Because I'm a self-centered jerk, and I love it! But... Jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not in school! Are we getting started or what?
Oh, that's a little too much vibrato in there. I'm sorry, guys. Whew.
There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you.
What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid! I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And I just think... It's just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri! Doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. And my face is turning red from trying to make Natsuki's words. Oh my gosh. Natsuki!
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Wink!
How would you know that anyway?
Wink. Just trust me on this one. Wink, wink!
Gross!
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Mink.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, then there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Mink, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made on my first date, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still a lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it!
This is very well researched, because that is actually the proper way to whisk. It's like, very well researched. Good job, game developers. I give you the Steven seal of approval. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing!
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next!
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki chugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this!
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, this is close. Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Bro, you either got a lot of game, or you got a whole lot of stupid. I'm really not sure which at this point. Braver than me.
What?
You what, bruh?
Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Mink! You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question did she ask me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Saved by the literal bell. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder! You let a dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes! Jeez!
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. It's a tragic shame. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
That smells so good!
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look!
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that! I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature-themed by writing on a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
Ooh!
Hmm?
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really great idea. A really cute idea. Really in love idea. So?
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Ha! Yep, I totally agree. It's like those people who, like, wear things like bikinis and stuff, and they're like, why do boys stare at me? What's their problem? It's like, well, did you bring a mirror to the beach? Well, then obviously you didn't wear a bikini for yourself, now did ya? Okay, well... Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
She says she thinks you're cute. She thinks I'm cute. I'm cute. No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and passes a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Oh, I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that.
Know what I'm thinking about right now, actually? She mentions her father a couple times. I wonder if we ignored Natsuki, if that would... Because right now it seems like not such a bad thing. She just mentioned her father offhandedly. That she needs to be home for dinner. And that she always has to eat a lot when her dad cooks. Which, I might be reading too much into this. But, like, if we weren't dating Natsuki, would she have issues with that somehow? Like, does everything go bad with whoever we don't date? Basically. I don't know. I just don't know.
You should have thought about that! It's not like you'll always have this chance!
Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can make the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you say you carry them, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listened to you.
Yeah. Again, think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all backed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. For only $19.99, you can get 1,000,000 friendly dates with your best friend Minky. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. Wink! If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah! I just want to spend more time with you.
Mink! I thought you only cared about getting this done.
I could have spent time with, like, literally anyone else and I chose you. Freaking... whatever.
Ugh. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could.
I feel the same way...
I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me. Oh, jeez. Personal bubble! Need a meter between us at all times, Natsuki. This is just a little too close for my poor little Doki Doki heart to handle. I'm Doki Doki and out of control here. You know what this game needs? This game needs like a heart bump sound and it to like display the little Doki Doki in Japanese letters in the background, like whenever something freaky is happening. That would be freaking awesome. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt. As if she's holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Are we gonna kiss? Are we going to kiss? Is it finally happening? What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I've felt it for a while now. Ooh.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori!
Crap! We've been found out! Boys, hide your wives and children! Sayori's here! She knows! She knows about our secret love! Ah!
Hi, Mink.
Sayori! Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Mink. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little bit earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... really? That's too bad. No. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't need any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Oh, how we doing on time? How we doing on time, boys? Oh, 23 minutes, okay. We got a little more time. I want to wrap this up around 30. Okay. Sayori. I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried singing in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mink? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Mink. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. And she just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? What's Monica telling you, Sayori? What's she talking about? Is she being evil again? I know she's evil. It's pretty obvious at this point. Let's be real. Let's be real, folks. We all know Monica is evil. Just get over it. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Mink. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Mink. I like you so much that I want to die.
So she's suicidal now. This is, honestly, can't say I didn't see it coming. But it's always a shame when it finally happens. And obviously, this is why this game should not be watched by depressed people or people with suicidal tendencies, because it could exaggerate the problem. Luckily, I'm maintaining a pretty steady balance. At least so as steady as can be expected. I've only drank 5 gallons of water in the past 30 minutes. And honestly, suicide is not a joke. I had a person once, a friend of mine, ask me metaphorically, they're like, this is a metaphorical question, they're texting me, but have you ever had suicidal thoughts? And I knew it wasn't metaphorical, and I just didn't know what to say. Just like I'm sure that I'm going to have to make some kind of decision here, because I've obviously already done this, and I'm really not, I still don't know what to say. Like, I've already recorded this episode once. I actually went over both decisions. I'm probably going to go through both of them again, and I don't know the right one. It's so hard. And I can't say that I even helped that person that was having suicidal thoughts that texted me, because... But they luckily got through it. They are very happy now. I am very happy for them. And I can't take credit for that. There is nothing that I said. I tried to help, but I don't think there's anything I said that could have helped. I think that person just had the incredible willpower to get through that. And I really think that, first off, if you are having suicidal thoughts, and just think how long you've been holding out against them. That's a showing of will more than anything else. I don't know. I'm probably saying something really stupid, and I'm sorry for that. But just know that I can't understand your pain, but I wish I could. And I hope it gets better. And I love you, and you're my bestest friend. Let's go.
That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori, and here's our choice. I love you, just like I love you all, and you're all my bestest friends. Or you'll always be my dearest friend. Okay. Some of you who are the person who tries to jump to anything that says that they think will help a person would say the I love you. You need to help out Sayori. But here's the thing, what if she knows that's a lie? Because I've obviously been dating only Natsuki. And I even left her house to go on a date with Natsuki, and then when she comes to try and be brave, to try and get out of her rut, what does she see but me and Natsuki almost kissing? So, could honestly even make it worse. So I could say you'll always be my dearest friend, which is obviously true. But would that be enough support? And I don't know. And we're going to go through both of these, just so you guys can see what happens, okay? I know that's going to make this episode a little bit longer, but we're going to do it fast, okay? Ready, set, go. This is the I love you path. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That way I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Mink!
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. That's me, guys! I'm actually in it!
Look, it's the back of my head! Do you see that? Do you... Look at that! Look, it's right there! It's me!
It's me in the anime. I love it. Even though this isn't my shit. You know, because this hair is totally real. You can totally tell by the way the light reflects off it like a freaking mirror. Jeez. Anyways, moving on.
Mink! Is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Mink. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Mink.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. Wink. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Wink.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. That was path number 1. As you can tell, like I told you, does not go as well as you expect, does it? Does it? Okay, well. Let's just go back to our save point that we made. This save point that I prepared earlier. Oh, wrong save point. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. And here it is. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Oh, is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Mink. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. Ugh. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning it around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Sorry about that. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. See, so both of them are you coming from the right place, and both of them end up with Sayori not feeling too hot. And therefore, I don't know what to do. I just don't. Like, what do you do in a situation like this? I'm probably going... So, looking at the two choices, they're both really rough, especially when you consider that even the ramifications with Natsuki. Because it's like, oh no, I'm girlfriends with Sayori, screw you, and then who knows what happens with Natsuki? something awful, obviously, because that's what this game does. This game toys with your heartstrings. This game sends you off the deep end. But you know what? We'll have to save that for the next episode. I mean, maybe I'll change my mind about what I'm choosing between now and then. I don't even know what I'm choosing. Whatever. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you are all my bestest friends. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, tell your friends. If you didn't like, give your enemies the game, because let's face it, what worse wish could you wish on someone than this game? I mean, Mario Kart, Dark Souls, Cuphead, getting over it. But besides those, anyways, I will see you all in the next one, which I'm probably going to do right now because I cannot stand this freaking suspense. And you guys are the bestest of my friends, like I said before, but I just gotta keep reiterating it because I feel like I have no friends at this point because I'm giving them all clinical depression. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!